Welcome yet again to the Let's Play at the LDC number 25 contest levels, and today we are going to be continuing with the Route 3 levels. Starting off with Route 3-1, a digital switchover by my really good friend Apjjm. For this rule set, we needed to create an object or a set of objects, but other than that, there were no additional criteria that needed to be fulfilled when making levels for this rule. Other than the object or objects needed to be used in some meaningful way in the solution. And yes, from the preview image here, yeah, this is a very visually impressive level. Yeah, Apjjm is amazing when it comes to putting very nice levels visually. And I was blown away by plenty of his levels in the Lemmy's Quartet level pack that he released several months ago. And yes, I continue to be blown away by his levels in this contest as well. This is just absolutely amazing. Really love the computer and the chair and the outlets on the left side, while the right side, I think it's just your, just like it's not supposed to represent an object in any way. Just essentially the non-computer side of the low, I guess. But yes, very nice low here. Apjjm did a really nice job. As for the low itself, yeah, I found this one to be quite difficult. Yeah, this one took me a long time to solve. As a matter of fact, in this contest collection pack, the Route 3 levels took me the longest. Yeah, to before I finally solved everything. Route 1 and Route 2 didn't take me as long, but Route 3 took me the longest out of all the other rules. But anyway, here on the right side, we start with a pre-assigned slider hatch, while the entrance on the left side is a pre-assigned climber hatch. And as the title suggests us, these separate groups we need to cross over. So the pre-assigned climbers will have to cross from the computer side to the non-computer side, while the pre-assigned sliders will have to cross from the non-computer side to the computer side. Yeah, as if you look at the exit on the very far right, yeah, there's absolutely no way for the sliders to be able to get to this exit over here. Yeah, due to the one-way wall, and essentially you would need, the only way to do so is to get a climber to destroy the pillar. But even then, yeah, there isn't any way for the sliders to get over at all. Yeah, not with the way that you destroy the pillar, or where you destroy the pillar. But yes, to start the Route 3 lows, I found this low to be quite difficult. It took me a very long time before I solved this, although not as long as a low that will come later. But anyway, for here, yes, I also made sure that the correct music track plays on this low as well before recording. So yes, here when the first lemming drops, I go ahead and bomb him. I let one lemming go on ahead, and then I block the rest in. So here, yes, I platform to the keyboard here. Yeah, it really makes me wonder how long it even took Apjjm to make all of this, especially the keyboard here. I imagine it took a very long time to make. But yeah, like I said, this is very visually impressive. So yes, second slider will block here while I'm sending on one ahead. I go ahead and platform with this gap here. And then yes, with the when there's about 10 to 11 lemmings left, yeah, coming out from either hatch, I go ahead and start stacking. So everyone makes it over the stack on time. Yeah, before the stack becomes too high and turns some around. So only the stacker is chopping on the other side. So yes, the slider goes out to the right when dropping down. And then we're going to go ahead and stack here. And then I also go ahead and stack here as well. So yeah, he turns around. And then he's going to go ahead and platform up this gap. And yes, the slider was chopped on the other side. I go ahead and bash the blocker free. And what else happened? Oh, he just platforms, okay. And then here, I go ahead and release a climber from this group here by jumping over the blocker. Okay, up here I bomb. So yes, the blocker gets freed. And he will use this tiny gap here to like move down. Yeah, and then stop over here when he reaches open air. Okay, and then upon reaching here, I go ahead and mine. And then, yeah, he should get interrupted. Yes. Okay, bash on through. So as you can see, the basher keeps on going until he gets here. Yeah, then he stops. Do I mine here? Yeah, I do. Okay. So I mine to release the sliders here. Okay, the climber gets over the stack and goes over here. Oh, yes, I release another climber from the group by making him jump over the blocker. Oh, and what else happened here? Oh yes, with the last slider, I go ahead and dig around here so that it's placed in such a way so that the climber is able to go out to the right later. Okay, and then near the top, I go ahead and bomb him, creating a hole so that another climber worker will be able to get in here to do some work. Yes. Essentially, we collect a platform and pick up here. The climber would just go on to the right here. Does he? Oh, yeah, he does. Okay. Okay, and this slider that's here, I'm gonna go ahead and bash to collect the platform and pick up here. Not yet, though. Okay, and then I go ahead and release the blocker and the rest of them who are trapped on the other side of the blocker free with a miner. Okay, and with the platform and pickup that was collected, I go ahead and platform up the gap. Nothing else, okay. Yeah, so yes, the climbers will be able to go out to the right later. But here I go for this pickup after the climbers have gone over the top. So yes, the sliders will be able to use this exit now. Or, yeah, I bash with the slider here. Okay, and then I go ahead and dig here. Yeah, fortunately the climbers are close enough together so that no one else will drop down here. And yes, he collects the platform and pickup just in time for this climber to use. This climber would just drop out and off the bottom of the low here. So yes, the exit limit is now at 2, but it'll be used by these 2 sliders. And then, is that, okay, yeah, that was the last slider there. So now we have 26 lemmings left, and fortunately this has an exit limit of 25. So after the platform is done, we go ahead and block. So the climbers will come up now. And now with the remaining jumper, we're going to go ahead and jump so that we get over the top here. And then finally, place the digger in such a way so that it makes a climber-friendly wall for the other climbers. Okay, all the overhang is eliminated, so now the climbers can just simply go to the far right exit. Okay, and that's it. Very, very nice load. But yeah, I found this load to be quite hard, because this one took me a long time. And yeah, I saw Icho's solution to this one. His solution is very, very different from mine. So it's still pretty interesting that there's still some variations in the solutions. But yes, like I said, very nice load, both visually and the puzzle. Route 32, Underwater Hijackers. So yeah, here we have normal lemmings, neutrals, and zombies. And this is by Armani. Another really good load as well, especially the visuals here. Yeah, the submarine here is very, very well done. But this one I found to be quite difficult. Yeah, there are plenty of things in here that I tried, but they ultimately do not work. Okay, so I maxed out the release rate here. Oh yes, there's one entrance here, and then we also have another entrance here, which are their pre-assigned swimmer neutrals. Okay, and then when there's 4 lemmings left from this entrance, I go ahead and block. Yeah, the blocker, it doesn't really matter where you place it, as long as you can free him later with a laser from this side. So yes, these 4 lemmings will become swimmers each. This part right here with the bomber and everything, this one didn't take me too long to see at all. Although, because there were some things that I tried that did not work, yeah, I occasionally experimented with going out to the right here, but this doesn't lead anywhere. Yeah, it should have been pretty obvious, especially since this leads to a dead end. You can't really like get any lower than that, other than using a bomber and digger here. But if you do that, yeah, then you're not going to get low enough in order to be reach the exit. So yeah, this right here did not take me too long to see with the bomber and then getting to it to dig down. So yes, I used the last one to dig down here. Essentially, it's to ensure that the others will survive, yeah, when they drop down in there. So yes, this is a very long digger section here. And then yes, here I bombed bigger, which will release the other two. Now the hardest part here was seeing where to get inside the submarine. Before I found the correct way to do it, yeah, I actually tried things over here where it is enough to use one bomber here in order to get inside. It just seemed like the most efficient way to assault the low. However, you do that, yeah, essentially what I did was I used a laser and cloned them to make a tunnel going up here. But if you do that though, yeah, there is absolutely no way for you to save the neutrals. Yeah, because there's no way to reach the wall over here and be able to bash on across. Yeah, I'll be able to release the group that's up here, yeah, when I get up high enough. But at the same time, there are also these zombies that need to be avoided. Because interestingly enough, if you bash high enough, the zombies will be able to drop into the bastion tunnel, which I found a bit annoying. But in any case, yeah, going over here is not the answer. Yeah, it just won't work. Yeah, this one is somewhat pixel precise. Although, I think as I have seen from Icho's solution, it doesn't have to be. As a matter of fact, I think I tried other positions as well. Yeah, and they do work. You just need to bomb a bit carefully here. But yes, this is the entry that we will be using. So, it needs to be bombed in such a way so that he was able to drop onto terrain though, in order to start bashing here. So yes, he will bash towards the water pit here. And then, yeah, he's already a swimmer. So we're gonna go ahead and laser and then clone. And then here, I'm gonna go ahead and bash up here. And then we'll go ahead and clone the basher. Now, the angle of the laser is pretty close to that of the fencer, except it's steeper. But it's still enough to keep a basher going. Yeah, you can use a laser tunnel to keep a basher going. Yeah, and as a matter of fact, I kind of expected that he'll be able to. Yeah, it definitely seemed that the terrain would be close enough to keep the basher going. Yeah, as he still has terrain in front of him, and it's close enough for him to detect. Yeah, for the head checks and everything. Yes, and then once he's down here, then we go ahead and bash so that we can go towards the exit. Yeah, and all the clones are swimmers, so therefore it doesn't matter if they go back down here. Here, after the bash is done, I go ahead and give him a shiver to get into this laser tunnel that's made up here. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Now I laser. Okay, and this reaches just far enough, yeah, to release the crowd here. Okay, and then finally with one of them, yeah, I go ahead and laser to release the blocker, and that's it. So very, very nice puzzle here. Certainly the beginning was the hardest part here. Yeah, I originally tried like bombing here, yeah, into the steel, so that it would turn the remaining ones around. But by doing that though, essentially I think the problem I ran into was being one lemming short. And I think it might have also ran into some skill shortages as well. I think I was probably a skill short too. But yes, if you don't take this intended route here, you will always end up, yeah, at least a skill short. So certainly the hardest part was just seeing that this is the way to get inside the submarine, yeah, and not like over here. Even though this looks like to be the most efficient way to do so. But yes, very, very nice though. I really do like the fact that the open windows and pockets here in the submarine are essentially areas that you absolutely want to avoid. Yeah, you do not release them in any way. And rather, it's just simply an indicator or warning for you to essentially stay away from them. Yeah, do not get near them in any way. So yes, very, very nice level here. But this one took me a long time before I was able to solve this. Alright, the next one, Route 33, Ancient Lem Marine. Okay, and this is by DireKrow. So out of the 3 contest levels, yeah, as I said before, I think I consider his Route 2 the hardest one in this contest. Yeah, his Route 3 wasn't as difficult, but it still took me quite a while. Or rather, some time. Yeah, it didn't take too long, but it still took me some time before I solved it. So, first let me turn back to the left. I'd go ahead and give him Climber. Essentially, there were some problems here in that, like, yeah, I kept thinking to maybe extend the basher along the bottom here with some builders, but the problem was just placing the builders in the correct direction. And essentially, you try to do that, you're just going to run out of skills, and or you're not going to be able to push all the buttons if you do so. Yeah, especially since for a while I made the incorrect assumption of being able to build and being able to jump up here with the climber to get to this button. However, no matter where you place the builder, you're not going to be able to jump up here. Instead, you need 2 builders. But by that point, I don't even have 2 builders. But yeah, I would say that bashing to get into here and then bashing out to the right at the bottom, that was certainly the hardest part to see here. As before, I originally tried coming from the right side and bashing through here and then bashing here in order to release the crowd. But then the problem here, after bashing the crowd free, I would release the basher with a jumper. But yeah, that ultimately does not work at all. So if a lot of these things are sounding pretty familiar, yeah, it should, because I'm essentially echoing a lot of the things that Icho mentioned in his videos, because I had very, very similar experiences when I was solving these levels like he did. And yeah, in case it's not clear, he and I are essentially considered one of the best solvers in the forums. Yeah, I consider him miles better than me though, but yeah, I'm pretty much up there with some of the top solvers though. Yeah, Icho being one of them, and then Armani being another. Yeah, there's plenty of several others as well, but a lot of them are like not as active as they used to be, or have been inactive for quite a while. But yeah, so because as a result, it's essentially the big names when it comes to solving are essentially Icho, Armani, and me. Yeah, at least the ones that are currently active. So yes, the camera goes on to the right, and then he pushes the button, and then we're gonna go ahead and jump so that he does not splat. Yeah, this is not a safe fall, but when coming from the right, yeah, then he'll be able to drop down safely. Although it's just safe by a pixel, it appears. What did I do? Oh, I already start bashing the crowd out. Okay. So yes, they're gonna go down here, and then we can later release them with a basher. Yeah, right here. So yes, the climber's gonna go along, push this button, and then once he starts climbing, then we go ahead and give him a jumper so that he goes out to the left again. And then yes, we're gonna go ahead and build to get over the wall here, the obstacle. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and build to get up here. I would say this was somewhat difficult to see. Yeah, in particular, building to get over here and then bashing through. Yes, and then I'll go ahead and release the crowd with the basher now. Yeah, they're going to be released over here. Essentially, before I saw building up here, I tried doing some other things like bashing through here, and then maybe jumping or building, and then bashing to get to this button here. But yeah, as it turns out, that's not the right way to go, because you're going to be some skills shorter if you do so. So yes, build up here, and then bash on through. And then, no, the basher's still going at the bottom there. So yes, now they're just going to follow the path that the worker made for them. So in particular, going up here and then up here. And then finally, all that's left to do is to jump to get to the other side. And then he'll just drop down and push the button. Yeah, unlocking the exit. And now the rest of the crowd can get to the exit. The camera in the meantime will just simply get over the wall. Yeah, and then follow the rest of the path that the others will take. So yes, quite a nice level here. And it's pretty interesting that DireKrow and Armani had the same idea for what object they wanted to represent here. So essentially here, yeah, this is a submarine. Yeah, very similar to Armani's. Yeah, just in a different tile set and everything. But with a skill set that is much more limited, I think. So yes, again, somewhat of a difficult and tricky level, but I would consider his R2 the hardest one though, of his levels at least. Okay, Route 34, Starlight Pinball Zone. And this is by Icho. And yes, just like the other 2 contest levels by him, yeah, I pre-tested this one as well. So yes, as the title suggests, this is a pinball machine that Icho decided to do for his Route 3. Although it was called the title was originally different, but essentially, I told him that I forget the word that he used, but yeah, I told him, yeah, at least from I come from, I know this better by a pinball machine, and so yeah, by the suggestion, he ended up changing the logo title to that. Yeah, so that there's the word pinball in the title. But regarding this logo, I backrouted this a couple of times. But with this version that's out right now, this seems to be solid and background proof. But yeah, I found this though to be surprisingly difficult as well. Yeah, there's plenty of things that you can try, but they ultimately fail. Yeah, because someone comes along too soon and will like get into danger and splat. Yeah, or you don't have enough skills to do so. So yes, the first one that reaches up here or goes over here will platform. Okay, I jump with the next one and then make him a climber. Okay, this should catch him on time. Yes. Okay. So there's 3 that are quite close together. So I also make him a climber. The one furthest behind will jump to reach over here. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and platform with the non-climber here. And then, yeah, after he has fallen for a bit, I go ahead and make him a glider. And then, yes, the limit that reaches up here will become a slider. Going out to the right, drop down here, and then go back to the left here. And then we're gonna go ahead and get him a glider right here, I believe. Yes, so that he reaches here. And then we're gonna go ahead and platform to make this platform for the others. Okay, after climbing, we're gonna go ahead and make him jump so that he reaches up here. And then we're gonna go ahead and platform to the right to make another platform. And he will finish just in time before the others arrive. Yeah, this finished just in the nick of time. And then he also stops in the nick of time as well, so that the others would not fall down too far and splat, or get into, or burned by the fire trap. So yes, the platformer, he's a slider, so he goes out to the right. But in any case, he'll go down safely because he's a glider too. As for this climber, yeah, I go ahead and give him a slider so that he goes back to the right. Yeah, although you can certainly do it at any time, yeah, after he climbs up. Because if he manages to go up this wall, he'll just slide down safely and not splat. So yes, very, very nice level here. Oh, actually, wait, what happened here? Oh yes, that's a slider. So yes, quite a nice level here. Yeah, and very, very nice pinball machine. Speaking of pinball though, it's been quite a while since I played it. The last time I played it was when the Windows computer shipped with it. Yeah, and I used to have a pinball CD as well. Yeah, that my dad bought me, but don't have it anymore. But yeah, that was another time when I also played it. Yeah, other than the one that comes with Windows, with the Windows OS, that is. Route 35, Mad Dad's Chemical Research Department. Very nice low visually, but yeah, this was quite a hard low. This one took me the longest to solve out of any other low in this contest collection. There are plenty of things that I tried, yeah, but ultimately I would run up a skill short, or I just ran into problems with the worker lemmings. In particular, this was probably the most annoying, yeah, just coming back to the left here. And in all likelihood, though, yeah, I probably made my solution much harder than it needed to be here. Yeah, plenty of pickup skills everywhere, and yeah, not easy at all as to the route to take. So I go ahead and send the climber out to the right here. Okay, and then I go ahead and dig down. Okay, and then build. Yeah, one builder is enough. Yeah, at least when you get down low enough. Okay, and also make him a slider as well. So, actually, let me go ahead and... yeah, there you go. So he gets down safely because of that. Yeah, because if he's not a slider, then he's just going to fall down and splat. So after climbing up and getting high enough, then we go ahead and make him jump. So he collects the 2 stack of pickups here. So I go ahead and dig twice here, okay, in order to get down here. Okay, and then dig down the right edge of the one-way pillar here. Okay, once low enough, we go ahead and build. He's going to turn around. And then, yeah, he's going to repeat the process and just make his way back up here. Okay, jump. And then, yes, at this time, I go ahead and release the another climber from the group here. Then he's going to go ahead and stack here. Yeah, jump once he's high enough to reach the wall here. Okay, on top of the stack, go ahead and jump with him to collect the builder pickups there. Okay, dig twice here. And then go ahead and dig down the right edge. Okay, the other climber just goes down here. Yeah, make sure to put the digger pits in such a way so that he doesn't have too far to drop here. Yeah, because if it does, then he's just going to splat. Okay, and then go ahead and build once he's low enough so that he does not get interrupted. And then same thing here. Essentially, I use these builder staircases to extend the miner. And luckily, the very nice thing is that before you do the third set of staircases, yeah, you can make sure that you put the builders correctly by testing a miner here first. Yeah, before placing it over here. Yes, and then I go ahead and mine over here. Okay, and I delayed the builder assignment here. And you'll see why in a moment here. Essentially, I timed this in such a way so that the miner does not get interrupted, but at the same time, yeah, the builder does not turn around. Yeah, so essentially I use some heavy timing here to pull this off. Then, yeah, this was essentially considered a very timing heavy thing in my solution, because I built in this position here so that he turns around. Yeah, it doesn't really matter where you build here because yeah, he's going to turn around anyway. But at the same time, yeah, I also released the crowd in such a way so that the staircase is still intact. Yeah, even if some of it, if it does get destroyed. So he turns around, and then watch what happens here. So, the climber turns around just in the nick of time before the miner breaks through. Yeah, and that essentially will spare me a jumper here. Yeah, whereas before that, I kept running into some jumper shortages because I kept using too many jumpers over here. And then, yes, here, yeah, thanks to the way that the one-way arrows are placed, yeah, I'm able to mine so that there's a tiny gap to release the crowd, but at the same time, the miner also stops. And this will also cause the slider to go out to the right as well. Yeah, he does not continue to the far left here. And then, yes, I go ahead and build over the gap here. The climber would just simply be safely contained in here. He'll collect the miner pickups. Okay, and then I build. Yeah, we need 2 builder staircases in order to go over the top here. Okay, and then once he's able to, yeah, then I go ahead and give him a jumper. He'll just climb up. And then I go ahead and stack here. Yeah, just before the chop trigger. Okay, build again, because otherwise he's just going to... And plus he has a slider, so therefore he's going to go back out to the left and then walk into the chop trigger and die. So we need to build. Okay, and then before he leaves off the top of the level here, because the ceiling is deadly, I go ahead and dig. And fortunately, when using a digger, he does not use the slider mechanic and go back out to the left. Because if he does, then he's just going to walk into the chop trigger. Okay, and then I have one more jumper so that he is able to jump over here and land down safely. Then he slides back down here. Yeah, and also goes down here safely as well. Then here I go ahead and mine. And then I build. Okay, and then I laser here. Okay, and then I build to make a platform for the crowd that's going to be dropping down here. Okay, and then he's a slider, so he goes back out to the right. Collects the laser pickups, climbs back up. And fortunately, this is low enough, yeah, so that he's able to step out to the right. Yeah, the builder staircase does not block him. Okay, and then laser, and then build. Yeah, and then he goes back to the left, but yeah, again, he's a slider, so he will go back to the right. Okay, and then here I go ahead and mine. And then, yeah, after he breaks through, I go ahead and laser. Yeah, it goes through all of this. And this is enough to get up, which is 1 builder staircase. So, essentially, mining and then lasering is very critical here. And then, again, he goes back out to the right here. Okay. Build here. Unfortunately, he does not walk out to the right again. So he takes another long detour and back. And yes, upon reaching here, go ahead and build. laser, because essentially up here it will be spot height, so therefore to reduce the fall, we go ahead and aim another laser so they can get down safely. The slider is not a problem since he will just go down. Yeah, and he'll be able to get down safely. But if we don't do this, then the crowd will go up and splat. But even then, yeah, this is actually too high for them, so therefore the only way for them to get through is to laser right here. Okay, and then go ahead and dig with the climber that's trapped over here, so he'll be able to drop down safely. Yeah, and the others that come into the digger pit, they'll fall a little before the digger pit. Yeah, more on the left side. So therefore, this becomes a safe fall for them. Now for the very pixel precise assignment here as well. So here the laser has to be placed over here, so that this is low enough for the others to step up, but at the same time it does not destroy the builder staircase. Okay, and that's it. Though now that I think about it, though, I believe it should be possible to scoot the builder staircase over a little and still be able to turn around here. Though I think what will be effective is just he'll be able to place less builder bricks, yeah, before turning around. So maybe it won't work after all. But in any case, yeah. Interrupting that builder up here is very, very important. Yeah, as otherwise, yeah, these guys will have too far to fall. And as a matter of fact, did they drop into the steel? Yeah, just barely though. Yeah, had they not dropped into steel, I think they would have splattered. Yep, they would have splattered. So by like a single pixel or so. But yes, very, very difficult low. Yeah, this was essentially the hardest low in the entire collection pack. But yeah, I was very relieved to finally have gotten it solved, because that was my biggest fear here, in that I didn't think I would be able to solve it before the playing phase ends, you know, which will be in a couple of days. But yes, it felt pretty good to finally get the low solved. So I certainly wasn't too big of a fan, just because of just running into a lot of problems here. But then again, that was my fault, yeah, because I brought a lot of unnecessary pixel precision and everything, and made the solution very, very difficult. Anyway, Route 36, the treachery of lemmings. So here we have some lemmings and also some neutrals here, and this is by 10xDX. So a very, very nice pipe here that 10x made. And there appears to be some French down here. I don't even know how to say it. Ceci n'est pas un de pape. Yeah, I don't even know if I said that correctly, because I do not know any French. I took Spanish in high school. Yeah, I did not take French. But anyway. This one surprisingly took me longer than I thought it would. Yeah, this was a deceptively difficult though. So, second one was stone. Yeah, well, the first regular lemon will go out to the right and push this button. So, yes, I'll go ahead and stack here, so that everyone turns, or is essentially safely contained. And then here, yeah, just wait for a while, so I did some time skipping here. So yes, there is a interesting mechanic here, in that a stoner will essentially keep a slider infinitely trapped. So we go ahead and assign a slider so that he goes out to the left again. So yes, these tiny holes in the stack in the stoner here, they are enough to keep the the slider trapped. Yeah, infinitely. So yes, he platforms and then turns back around, but then again, yeah, he goes back out to the left because he's a slider. Okay, go ahead and stack here, and then mine down. Whoop. That went too far. And once we reach the edge, then we go ahead and bomb. Oop. And then yes, I go ahead and give a regular lemming a climber, and then also a slider, so that he is able to fall inside 1 pixel to be able to hit this button down here. Okay, go ahead and stack, and then interrupt him with a walker. I believe it has to be around here, just because otherwise the others will not be able to step up it. Okay, and then once the stacker connects with the train, then we go ahead and stop him with a walker, and that's it. So I have a slider and 2 climbers left over. But I think this is perfectly acceptable, I would think. So yes, the hardest part here I thought was just simply getting over the top. Originally here I tried compressing lemmings enough to get them past the needle strap, but as it turns out, it does not work. Or rather, I think it comes pretty close to working, but I think it you'll end up losing too many lemmings here, and essentially here, even when you have lemmings stacked on top of one another, so that there's only one lemming visible, it is not enough to get them all through the needle strap without getting at least 2 of them killed. You will always have 2 of them killed, no matter how tightly compressed they are, because this needle strap is apparently triggers fast enough so that you will always get two of them killed. Even with just one set of needle strap. So that was kind of frustrating, but I think essentially you tried that. You'll just be a 1 lemming short each time, because essentially 2 will get killed by the needle strap, and then plus the bomber here, and then 1 more that spots here. That's already puts you 1 under the requirement. So that does not work. It would have worked though if the same requirement was 1 less, than what it's set to. But yes, the hardest part here was just getting the lemmings over the top. To do the work and get the lemmings up to the exit. But nice level here though, especially with the pipe that the 10X made. Route 37, the Claw by the Tomato Watcher. And in case the reference escapes you, it's from Toy Story. The Pixar movie Toy Story. I love that movie a lot. And very, very nice depiction of the claw machine here. Well, several of them. And this was somewhat of a tricky low. This didn't take me as long as I thought, but there were still some things in here that can catch you off guard. In particular, I thought the hardest part here was getting the basher pickups here. So yes, we send up a climber, and then once he climbs, then we go ahead and make him jump so that he goes out to the right here. So this was a pretty hard part to see. Sending out a climber and then making him jump twice so that he's able to get the pickups here. Okay, then he goes ahead and uses the teleport and pops out here. Oh yes, and then here, go ahead and jump so that we collect the builder pickups. Build twice. Then collect 4 more builder pickups. And then yes, I go ahead and build the other 2 out at this time. So I go ahead and build to the right. Although here, I think you could just simply use the raised area over here and build twice. And then we go ahead and build here. And then I go ahead and build out to the left here. And then we go ahead and bash to get underneath the walker trap here. So once again, I use some timing here to make the solution work. And then go ahead and build. Okay, and then build to the one-way wall. Okay, bash with the climber here. So at some point, the others should overtake the climber, and there we go. So I use some timing here in order to get the climber past the teleporter. So in this way, this allowed me to spare a skill. So yes, we built to get the floater pickup here. The bomb pickups, those are red herrings. The bomb will serve no purpose here, especially since you need to save everyone. So then he goes back into the teleporter. And then we're going to go ahead and build here so that the climber can go over the top and collect the digger pickup. And then, we go ahead and build to get into the teleporter here. And then after collecting the digger pickup, we go ahead and give him a floater. There we go. And then, yes, let me use the teleporter up here. He's going to go ahead and dig to the exit. Okay, and that's already it. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We need to use the climber to build so that he turns around. And that's it. So, with this, I have a basher left over. I would think it's perfectly acceptable, though. It doesn't seem like a back route in any way. Route 38. Bosom Buddies. Okay, by WillLem. And we under a time limit of 2 minutes here. When I first saw this though, I was like thinking, oh, I was thinking in my mind, WillLem did not just go there. So essentially, I'm one of those people who doesn't really bother with talismans, but since this is a very short low anyway, and they seem like quite achievable even for someone like myself, I decided to go for them. So I think I'm going to go ahead and show off one of them here. I believe this is the one where you don't worry about the talisman requirement here. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and zoom out here. So make both of them jump, and then give them a float near the bottom. Okay, and then go ahead and build. Oh. Yeah, and then once they're have built enough, then I go ahead and make them jump. Okay, and then we essentially continue to assign jumpers. And so as to save as much time as we can here. Yeah, and then I have him jump to get over the pillar here. Okay, I have the other one just turn around. Yeah, and then he's just going to go ahead and jump out and go to the left, since each exit needs to be used by one lemming here. So yes, that was the what talisman was that one? Okay, yeah, this was the gold talisman. Yeah, completing it under 30 seconds without using climbers. And then, yeah, then there's another one for just completing it under 30 seconds only. So that solution that was just shown will achieve both of these talismans. And then I have another one that would achieve the silver one. I believe it is this one. Yeah, this one is completing it in 50 seconds and using no more than 2 jumpers, I believe. So the beginning of the solution is the same. Yeah, make them both jump, have them float near the bottom, and then what do I do? Oh, I give them both climbers. So then, yeah, we go ahead and build with them. So yes, they stop at the right point, and then just make their way up. Yeah, and that's pretty much it already. So essentially, yeah, you have to complete it under 50 seconds, and without using no more than 2 jumpers. So yeah, that's the reason why you didn't see all that jumping there. So yeah, with those melons that huge, yeah, I would imagine that would cause a lot of back pain for the woman and stuff. But nice visuals though. It's pretty interesting what WillLem chose there, but well. Anyway, that was all the root 3 lows, and so next time, yeah, I will round up the video series with the by showing the intended solutions for my own contest lows. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time for the final video.